The Daily Code Snippet. Today we will discuss sticky positioning. When the position property of an element is set to sticky, it is positioned relative to the user's scroll position. A sticky element alternates between relative positioning and fixed positioning, so until the user has scrolled to the position of the element, it will be in a relative position. Once the user scrolls to the element, the position of the element becomes fixed to the user's scroll position. It basically becomes sticky and fixes to the user as the user scrolls. Once the offset is no longer met, the element becomes relatively positioned again and stops being fixed to the user's scrolling position. Specify at least one property, top, right, bottom, or left, for sticky positioning to work. Here is the HTML code for section 2 in our demonstration. We see that it would be the last circle element. And here is the CSS. So in this example, we are looking at a circle element with a medium gray color. This image shows that our sticky element starts out in a relative position because the absolute and fixed elements were taken out of normal flow. It sits in the third position to the right of the relatively positioned element that is offset down to the right behind the sticky element. As the browser is scrolled further down, the fixed element travels with us, and when we get to the position of the sticky element, it also begins to scroll and behave like the fixed element. Once we hit a point where we have scrolled past section 2, the sticky element stops following with us as we continue to scroll. This video shows the sticky element in action. Sticky elements will not work in Internet Explorer, and for Safari you may need to add the webkit prefix for it to be recognized. Just like a fixed element, a sticky element can cause accessibility issues because it affects performance. Just as a fixed element needs to be redrawn, a sticky element has to be redrawn once activated as it travels as you scroll. So again, if you add a will change property set to scroll position to the CSS, this helps warn the browser that this element changes position so it can optimize itself to improve performance and accessibility. Presented by Designers Learn Code.